Okay, good morning, everybody. Today we're looking at UBX, which is looking pretty good. We have a little bit of spotty price action here, but it's holding above the VWAP right now, which is nice. Price action is going from about 287 to a high here of 377, so we've got a decent range. We've got RGS, not so great with the price action. Volume's pretty low as well. And we're sitting below the VWAP right now, but we're above the 200, so that's not looking too bad, I guess. Hopefully we see some more volume on open here from $1.15 to about $1.45. AREV here is looking again about the same as RGS, maybe even a little worse. Bottom's 136 to a top of 165, so we look like we've got a good range on this stuff, but we need some volume. We have CVNA here opening up. It looks okay. The range isn't great from 1450 to 1565, so it's not the best. Major leg again? Oh no. So we've got an open here on Duo. It's heading down to probably the support area, $1.75. That could be a good place to get in, but I'd like to see some extra price action out of that. QNGY here is not looking too bad. Not really doing a whole lot of anything here, though, going from $1.11 to $1.12. UBX is what I'm mostly interested in. We do see some volatility here. VWAP is looking like it's picking up, so I think we're going to jump in on this. It's going to be UBX. Probably, I'd like to get in around that support area. I don't know if we're going to, though, so maybe just go for like 355, maybe a little bit higher. Um, we're probably going to go for about 380 on it with a 340 stop loss. So we're going to give it about 15 cents. And we're going to hope that UBX here can hold. That's going to be our stop loss right here, about that. So, yeah, that should work. Sorry, 340, not 345. Yeah, that'll be okay. So we're at 361 currently. RGS, we're not really seeing anything out of that. ARAV, nice candle here, going up, going back down to 143, up to 154. We've got good range. I like that. So we're going to go ahead and try an ARAV play here as well. So we're going to go for a 143 entry. We're going to go for probably 155 for a PT. Oh, 155. And then we're going to go for, we're going to give it about 5 cents here. So we're going to give it a 138 stop. Now we're hoping that this holds on that last support line. If it falls, you might even get a better entry here. So our first trade is UBX. Second trade is going to be ARAV. We'll have to figure out why it lags randomly. I just did a speed test before we got on, and I'm saying at a gigabit, so it should not be slow from internet, that's for sure. So we will have to figure out what's exactly wrong with that. UBX, nice jump here. We're up to 375. As you know, that's a decent place to take some profits, so let's go ahead and do so. Some profits. UBX, 375. Pretty close to PT, actually. We're getting there. We're just about there. ARAV is not looking too bad. I mean, we broke back above that 200, which is good because we're showing some signs of strength. We got in around that 142 mark. So we're hoping to see this move back up, but we'll have to wait and see. CVNA, we're going from 1520 to 1560, so I really don't like that. Duo continues its drop, so we don't like that. QNGY, it did move up. It's getting its volume a little bit here anyway. From $1.11, we're up at $1.15. So you know what? Where this is at, the range is looking pretty good. I'd like to see these lines with a little bit more distance between them because we don't have a lot to go off of here. But you know what? It's not looking too bad as of now. I would like to see maybe a pullback down to this 111 support area. If we can get that 111 support area, I'd be a little bit more comfortable jumping in. We have ATAI here not doing anything, and Cybin is currently not really showing me much I want to see. UBX all the way down to the bottom support area here, 354. This could be a good place to get in. We're just about to cross that zero threshold on that MACD though, and that kind of worries me a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hold off on taking another entry on that. And we're hoping ARAV here bounces. Do we have anything else? TSP looks like it's popping up, so let's go ahead and take a look at TSP. 370, so we're at 350 all the way to $4 here. Currently sitting at this 370 area, so I think this is going to be a momentum play. I kind of want to try on this VWAP line here, so about 370. I'm going to go for, we're probably looking at least $4 here for a PT with a 355 stop out. So I want to give this a decent amount of room. We can't afford too much, but that should be okay. 355. We're currently moving back up on this, so this is looking good already. That's exactly what I wanted to see out of this. That was a nice jump up there to 388, so we can go ahead and take some profits. We even hit, yeah, about 388 there. Not huge profits so far, but you know what? We'll take it. It's looking half decent. We did gap up on ARAV here, so we're seeing that little bit of a lack of volume. MACD's still bearish, but we're pushing here. So 146 from our entry at 142, we can go ahead and take some profits. Okay, and UBX is in fact heading back up, so we can look at taking an entry on UBX to get some more shares here. So we're looking at maybe 355 to 360. We're going to be going for, again, we're going to be aiming for about 380. And we're going to give that a 340 stop loss again. So same stop loss. I like where that was at. I don't think we need to hold quite that far down, but I like having that additional room if we can. ARAV not looking too bad. QNGY is dropping. So we saw this drop quite a bit here. So we're definitely not interested in playing something that's going to drop that hard, that fast. We'll leave that be for now. Cybin not really doing anything. And Duo could come back here. And TSP hitting 398, so just under that $4 mark. So make sure you're securing some more profits on the way up here. TSP around $4. Okay, so we saw 398 there. So the next area we'd be looking at taking profits on TSP is probably at least 410, but you know what, we might actually get even higher than 410 here, so we'll have to wait and see on that. ARAV, you know what, bounce back down to that support area. Looks like it's still holding. We should be fine. UBX hovering around that 360 area. Maybe you get down to about 355 for an entry. Okay. What else we got? We've got a couple other things popping up, so we're going to look at some stuff that might not really be moving. Cybin, 47 cents to 48 cents. It doesn't have the range we want. It doesn't really have a lot going for it. ATAI looks like it might be picking up a little bit here, so we'll keep that open. QNGY, I think, has a possibility of coming back, so I kind of want to keep that one open. RGS doesn't really look good, so we can close that down. ARAV up to 147 here, that's resistance. So you could take profit here if you didn't take profit at 146 earlier. If you did take profit earlier, it probably doesn't make sense to take a 1 cent higher. 2 cents higher, you might be thinking at 3 cents higher is probably a pretty good spot, so we can go ahead and do that. Taking some more profit, 149, ARAV. Even 149, 150, something like this. Yeah, we hit 150 right there. So this is looking like a really good place to take a little bit more off the table. UBX still kind of struggling here. We did see this drop down to that 355 area, which is where we were looking at for the bottom of this entry. So you can go ahead and get that entry if you were patient enough for it. ATAI is still looking good. TSP is down a little bit. It's not looking too bad, though. I think this is a consolidation. Of course, we could see a drop, but we do have a lot of support lines to get through. We do have some support building around this 375 area, so that could be okay. Let's see here. What was I doing? Oh yeah, we have a couple other tickers we can look at. We want to catch these morning momentums that didn't pop up. So SFET. SFET's definitely what we call morning momentum. We have this going from 34 cents all the way up to 58 cents. Will this continue? We're getting a close your long position signal from Toro, so we'll hold off for a little bit. Not just because of that, because this has run up quite a bit, and we do see a lot of volume here. So that does kind of worry me a little bit. Do we bounce off VWAP? I'm not entirely convinced. But you know what? If this starts to run again, maybe we'll just jump in on it and see where it goes. But besides that, we have Sun popping back out. Now this ran like crazy yesterday. It looks like it might run again today. I want to hop in on this as soon as I can here. So I'm looking for probably about a 210 entry. I'm gonna do a $2 stop, so I'm gonna give it 10 cents, even though that's quite a bit here. And we're gonna go for probably about 240 as a PT. So I'm giving it a little bit more of a stop because I think it's actually really needed, especially if you're jumping in really high. Already at 216 now. I think 220 is probably going to be a good place to take a little bit off the table. 225 after that's not bad. So if you get a 220, or if you take it at 220, I mean, maybe you disregard 225, but it could make that push really fast. So it really depends on how it moves up there, right? So we'll keep an eye on it. UBX is dropping pretty dramatically here. We do see bullish candles on these two. This one looks like it might become a reversal candle, so we might be okay there. That's up for debate, though. We'll have to see. ARAV, nice pull there, 160. So we're going to go ahead and take some more profit. Huge, 170. What the hell? We almost got 180 out of this. Make sure you're taking some profit, guys. Holy crap. Okay. Crap's not a swear, right? I can say that on YouTube. So we're getting close to that 210. We hit that 210 entry here. You could wait for a little bit more of a pullback if you want to. I think that it's pretty imperative to get that 210 stop out level. But we'll have to see how far down we can actually get. See, SBET's dropping right now, so that's why we were kind of letting this one go. We are getting a little bit better of an entry here, 206, so I'm going to jump in around there. And that is Sun. Okay, so we're on our way back up. We're already up to 212. I mean, like, if I hit 215, I'll likely take a little bit off the table, so I'm looking at 215 as a level. I cannot believe we just rode that from, where did we get on an ARAF, 140-ish to, like, almost 180? That's huge. UBX looking good. Nice candles. We're looking for that curl up now. Man, I wish we waited on our entry, though. We could have gotten, a solid 10 cents lower. Duo with a nice candle. ATAI, you know what? It's gappy. I don't like the price action. It's hard to read. The volume's kind of all over the place so far. I might end up closing that one down. TSP still holding. SFET, it's holding right now. This is still a pretty bearish candle. This one's looking bearish as well. I mean, this one could be a reversal. I could make an argument for that, but I'm not really there yet on it. I think it could still drop a little bit more. Sun, nice, 215 right there. So that's where I want to take profits the first time around. So we're gonna go and say taking profits. SFET. No, not SFET. Sun. 215. We're not even in SFET. So we hit a high there, 217. The last candle was 219. So, anywhere in this area. Looks like we're heading back down to the 209, 208 area. So we're going to see if that holds. Doesn't look like it's range, then break support and drop. Yeah. A Wyckoff dip. That's probably what you're thinking of. A Wyckoff dip, if it like holds here, then drops and then quickly comes back up, probably within a candle or two comes back up. That would be a Wyckoff dip or spring or whatever you want to call it. SFET, yep, got that. You saw that in UBX, nice. ARAF hit 184, yep, it sure did. Yeah, look at that. That's nuts. That's nuts. That's huge. Is ARAV a good entry? Down to the 160 area, I think that this could possibly be a good entry. It's kind of hard to read right now because we went from like no volume to lots of volume, which can usually mean you go back to no volume again. But there's always the other side of that coin, right? Where it kind of runs again. And this is looking like it could potentially do that. Yeah, this is hard. Yeah, I would say 50-50. If you get in around 160, you're going to want your stop probably below this 156 support, maybe even below that 20. So you're looking at maybe like a 153, maybe 154 stop. So you're looking at giving this about 6 cents. Yeah, I don't know if ARAV's going to hold on VWAP. It's a little bit past it. Ah, man, this is tough. It could. I mean, like the 9 EMA is there too. If this is going to maintain being bullish, it won't break the 9 EMA too much. UBX still looking okay here, up to 350. ARAV, falling down to that support. This is starting to look like something I kind of want to jump in on again, around that support area. That's risky though. That's very risky. We could see this go all the way down to the 200. That was a pretty massive run. We're gonna have to come up with a lot of buyers. You know what? I think I might do it. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna jump back in. ARAV. Ooh, we're breaking support here. Yeah, 155. I'm gonna try it anyway. 155. I'm gonna go for. I don't want to go for anything too crazy. Maybe just like 165, as the first kind of big area, and then we're gonna go for probably a 150 stop. So I'm gonna give it 5 cents, which is sort of quite a bit. It's a decent amount. So I mean, if we get in around 155, you're looking to probably take profits. I mean, you could probably take profits at 160 to cover your stop. Then you're probably going to want some more around 170. Of course, we said 165 is the PT. I would like to see it hit 165. You can take more 165 if you want to. So after 170, of course, I'd like to see 180 again. So we are hitting that first PT already, so that's good. That kind of makes me feel a little bit safer because we've gotten some out, as 1-to-1 ratio from where we got in. So we're doing okay here already, which is nice. Let's see here. UBX still holding. You know what? It's pretty meh, I would say. I'm not really a big fan of this UBX. It's not coming up as high as I would like it to. ATAI's got nothing going on for it. TSP we're still holding. It's consolidating nicely. SFET might be bouncing here. I'm still a little skeptical about it. And Sun, we're still holding on to. Our stop's $2. I think we're doing okay on this. We've already scaled some out. The only thing we haven't scaled out on is UBX. We're pretty close to break even on it. We saw that 357, which is just above our entry. So we could actually get a cut for break even if we want to. I don't know if it's necessary. I do think this could probably make its way back up to about 375, so that would be nice. So we saw 160 back down to that 155 area. Hopefully this doesn't give up on us, but if it does, it's not going to hurt too bad at this point. I would like to see this move up quite a bit, though. Sun 213 looks like it is going to be coming back up. We have a lot of things that look fairly bullish, so that's good. I like this. This is fun. We got HCTR popping up. We could take a look at that. I do want to watch SFET here. We do have a nice candle, and then we're building on another one here. So I do think that SFET's probably going to go. What's the range here? We're looking at 53 to 59. So we've got a decent range on this. I do actually want to take an SFET trade. So we're going to go 0.53. 0.53. 0.60 would be great. And then a 0.5. It's ranging so hard that you can't afford to give this more than 2 cents. But you could get stopped out so quickly on those 2 cents. So you kind of need to just pick a time when it's moving up, get in, and kind of hope for the best, because it's just one of those stocks where, might even get 52 for an entry here. I mean, we might even get 51 for an entry here if we're patient enough, but I'll take 52 because I'm kind of worried a little bit about it. So 52, we can move this down to 50. Hopefully that holds, but again, really, I mean, there's not a whole lot saying that this can't just drop on us and instant stop us out. So the only thing that makes me want to take this play is the fact that there's a lot of profit potential here. If we can get 52 to 60, that's huge, right? 8 cents, that's almost 16% on the stock. So not looking too bad on that front. We have a couple others that aren't like dark green. Yeah, I don't like that. OMIC. Yeah, I don't like that either. Okay, so we're fine with what we got so far. Okay, so we did see up to 0.55 there. I do think that taking profits around that point would be good. Profits, SFET 0.55. Great. If we get there, Sun's at 220, so we're breaking that 220. We at 224. We can go ahead and take some profits. Hopefully we see a run like yesterday on the stock. That was absolutely massive. Arab, you know what? It still looks okay to me. We took at 160 already, so we don't need that line there. 170 would be great to get out of this. UBX is giving it up. We're down to that 200 right now, so we are going to be hitting stop on this. Like I said, there's an opportunity for a break even or better there. I didn't take it. I kind of thought against it, but you know what? Looking back, probably should have done it. But hindsight's always 2020. TSP giving it up a little bit here. SFET, oh, it almost stopped us out. Yeah, it didn't stop me out, but it came really close. Oh, did it do it that time? What the hell? It didn't do it that time. Okay, I'm gonna close the position manually. Don't know why it's not stopping me out, but I need to be out of that. Okay, so luckily it didn't like sharp knife on me, so still got the same exit, but I don't know why the stop didn't trigger either time. It even showed a dip below on the chart, so that was weird. All right, so we're about 225 now. We hit 227. Not really another place to take too much off the table here. Maybe 232 would be an okay place. 232, 233. I'd like to see this maybe run up to, yeah, about 232. I can see that happening. ARAV, you know what? It's still holding. We did see this move back up to that 160 area. It wants to go. UBX breaking down even further. We can look at a 2-minute. We're far away on that 200 EMA on the 2-minute. If we look at the 5-minute here, we're still dropping. We're at the bottom band on that. Let's see here. Do we have any support in this area? We got a very, very slim support in this area, I'd say. Maybe like okay support. This could be a bounce here. We'll wait and see. ARAV still looking okay. Sun coming down a little bit. TSP, you know what? Still holding somewhere there. And we have SFET here. I still think SFET's going to go. I think it's a little risky, and we got to be a little bit careful with this. But maybe if we get down to that 0.47 area again, that could be a really good place to buy in. How much percentage of my trade do I take out? It differs every time. You know, it depends on what the stock's looking like, what it's doing, how confident I am in it. If I'm getting into something like, you know, ARAV when I thought it could bounce, but I thought there's a potential that maybe it doesn't go much higher than that first PT, I'm more willing to take more out sooner rather than something on Sun where, you know, we saw this run yesterday. It had really good levels. It was, you know, flying, and we see a lot of momentum on this one again. So taking more profit when you're down lower kind of hurts your profit. And if you think that this does have the ability to run, you're better off just leaving extra in it until later. We're up at that. We just hit about 235 there, so go ahead and take some more profit on that. We actually just touched it, and then I think it's probably going to go even. I think it could go even higher here. Um, Still holding on to a little bit. I think that we could probably be looking at maybe a 240. At 240, I'll probably cut the rest if we hit it because I don't have a whole lot left. Man, SFET's gonna go. It's gonna go, and I'm gonna miss it if I don't get a good entry on it. I cannot afford more than 3% or 3 cents on this though. You know what? I think I'm gonna try SFET one more time. I think it's risky, but 0.50. I'm gonna go for 0.50. 0.60 for a PT, and then a 0.5 or 0.4. Yeah, I guess 0.48. I'd like to say 0.47, but you know what? It's just one of those things where I really don't think I can stomach that much risk. So, I mean, we saw 0.50 on this candle. It's moved up to 0.53, almost 0.54. So, if you jumped in on this candle, you're looking pretty good. Well, you were looking pretty good. Now it's back down to 0.51, just under 0.50. 0.48, all right. Okay, so I'm gonna get basically the entry that I actually wanted here. So 0.48, which is fantastic because that means I can put a stop down to 0.46, which makes it so we have to basically break a new low here to stop out, which sounds pretty good to me. Took 0.48. Hopefully it's gonna stop me out while I'm typing. Entry and SL 0.46. All right. So you know what? At 0.48, if we hit 0.50 or 0.51, good place to take some profits. UBX Tank City, yep. No kidding. That's not looking very good. Is the live still leggy or is it too hard to tell? ARAV looking good. I wish I could we're almost at 240 here on Sun. I wish I could tell. Seems okay? Okay. It's weird that it does that sometimes, just for like the first couple minutes too. So we just about hit 0.51 here. We can look at taking profits. Taking profits. 0.51-ish. SFET. Because 3% is pretty big. Or 3 cents pretty big. It's basically 3%. Okay. ARAB still looking good. Stun hit that 240 area. We're up at 242. Man, this just does not want to give it up. 242. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna leave a little bit left. I'm gonna take some out, but leave a tiny bit in there. Taking some more out of Sun and leaving a tiny bit 242-ish. Okay. I hate when something continues to run and I'm running out of shares because this might not have a pullback that I'm looking for to get more shares, right? This could just fly without me now. Well, basically without me. I have like very little in it. So we're back to that 160 level on ARAV. It looks like it's holding. We have to break through VWAP here. MACD's looking good. Volume's looking decent. UBX not giving us anything we want to see. Sun's at 250. Do I take more here? See, now this is the problem. If I take more, I'm out. Missed like, what did I miss yesterday? Like a whole 40 or 50 cents on the stock. So I'm not convinced that I want to cut it all. Although if we hit a good pullback, I'm likely to buy back in. We could actually probably, since we're past everything now. Did I even chart? No, I didn't chart anything because the pre-market wasn't there. Remove drawings. We could probably look at charting some support and resistance here. So we're probably going to see some in this area. Probably see a little bit in this area here. You know what? You might even see some right here. Maybe a little bit right there too. Yeah, that looks decent. I think that's what we're looking at here. So, I mean, if we fall down to that 232 area, that's an area I'm going to look at. SFET drops down to that 0.47 area again. So we're basically a little bit lower than entry now. So hopefully you took some profits. Will it bounce? It could be. Hey, what's up, man? TSP's looking okay. Duo, you know what? I don't like Duo. I'm going to close it down. QNG, I still think this has a possibility of returning. It's got pretty consistent volume. Price action's not like completely gone. This might be an afternoon play. Sun's just holding. It's going to go again without us. Well, kind of without us. Still have a little bit in there, but I don't know. Toro's got a big red short signal, so it's a possibility here. ARAV looks like it's doing okay. UBX, yeah, not really coming back yet. It's slower than TradingView, but faster than IBKR. Well, I mean, like if it's within 1 second, that should be fine. But I mean, that could get very confusing to look at on charts. You ran out of shares on Sun. I know that's the fear with this stock. We're gonna run out, and it's gonna run without us. SFET didn't stop us out actually, and we're looking good here. We're back up to 50, almost 0.51. TSP's, yeah, you know, price action's pretty slim right now, so I'm not really liking that. But holy crap, man, Sun's back up. ARAV's back down. We saw 164 all the way back down to our entry point. UBX still holding. I was really hoping for that pull back down to 232 there so we could possibly buy in. And we're hoping SFET hits that. If we hit 0.60 on SFET, I think we're going to be doing just fine today. TSP's not doing bad. All right, come on, Sun. Come down. It's not coming down. It's not even going to come close to coming down. 252, 253. Yeah, just hit the high there. If we don't break the high, maybe there's a chance we drop. A very weak chance, I would say. I think I'd have to test it like 2 or 3 more times before we see an actual drop, but you never know. Could happen. We got a couple other things popping up we can look at. SFET's still looking good, by the way. Actually, it's looking really good because that bottom band is closing up on our stop out. So I like that. We're 0.52. We can take some If you didn't get 0.51 before, because I don't think we actually quite hit 0.51, 0.52 is definitely looking good. So I'm going to go ahead and take some. I'm not even going to make the alert, though, because I already said 0.51. So people are likely already taking profits here. Wouldn't really make sense for me to say it again, but I'm gonna take profits. APRN, what's I looking at? AGLE. Yeah, AGLE is looking pretty good here. 110, 140. Good range, nice run. We'll leave it open for now. I don't see a reason to close it. We have another one popping up, KNSA. Yeah, don't like that one. All right, we'll leave AGLE alone for a couple minutes here while I kind of get my bearings on it, see how this price action's playing out, so I know if I want to jump in right away or not. Sun, so we did get rejection there all the way down to 236. Not quite where I wanted. I want at least 232 out of this. But man, we are building some support in this 237 area. SFET going for the run here, 0.53. So 0.55, we're going to look at taking some more. And then we're going to be looking at taking some more 0.58 and then 0.60. And I think we'll have a little bit left after that. So we'll probably hold a runner to see if it runs any further, if we can get it that high. This is unbelievable. It's just going to consolidate here and run again. Is ARAV good to get in on or stay out of? The bands are tightening, so that could go either way. We haven't seen it drop any lower than 152. So, I mean, if you can get an entry around 152, I would say it's probably worth the risk. But it is still going to be a risk. So yeah, I try to get in at 152 here and then put a stop at like 148, I guess. I mean, realistically, if you could get a 145 stop, that would be great, but I really wouldn't suggest putting more than 5 cents of risk on this. Ah, sun's going back up. SFET, nice jump. So we're past 0.55. We're almost touching 0.5. We're 0.57 and a half. Make sure you take some profits. That's huge. We're up massive on this. Taking profits. SFET 0.57. Huge. Huge. We're pulling off some huge wins here. I know it doesn't look that big, but you know, 0.48 to 0.57, 9 cents. You're looking at like 15% gains. That was a big one. Unless my math is just really off today, but I think that's about 15%. AGLE is down. This could be a potential. What am I thinking of? Pullback here, like mini pullback, but I don't know if it's over. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait some more on this entry, I think. That was a bearish candle. We got a bearish signal. MACD still pointed down, volume still low. There's a lot of things saying this should drop a little bit more. So I'm gonna go with my gut on that. Sun still up pretty high. We did break a new high there. We hit 255. What did we take profits at last time? 240. So I think I'm ride or die on this stock. I'm just gonna hold this last little bit till we hit like 270 or something crazy. Unless I can get a re-entry, and then I'll probably be happy to close it out around 255 and then hold some shares from the other trade. But we'll have to see. So ARAV's looking pretty good now. We saw this bounce back up. By pretty good, I mean like okay. SFET's back up. Looking good. I think we might be topping out on this. We saw these two candles here, lots and lots of volume, so we're probably hitting a little bit of buyer's exhaustion here. AGLE dropping, we always trust our gut. All the way down to VWAP, maybe a little bit past. We'll see this down to the 20 EMA at 130. That could be a potential entry if we hold on MACD. So we're going to wait a little bit, see what happens here. Or if we see a reversal candle or a potentially really bullish candle, maybe we take that as an entry. So far, it's holding up VWAP pretty nicely. So we'll wait and see on that. Yeah, well, at least you got stopped out. I didn't even get stopped out. I had to manually stop myself out because for whatever reason, it just didn't work on that stock. So we took a nasty drop down to 127. This could be a decent area. Again, though, you know what? We're breaking bearish here. I'd like to wait and see if we can pick up some bullishness. Maybe see a curl. Sun still holding. This looks like a consolidation. It might actually drop from here. ARAV makes its way to 160. SFET down a little bit here. Yeah, so like a lot of the things with trading stuff like this is like you have to take the opportunity when you see it. So the first opportunity we took, we got stopped out on. If I had gotten salty about it and didn't get back in or didn't trust myself to know that I should get back in, I would not have made 15% there. So, it's one of those things where you kind of have to sometimes you just have to trust your gut and like yeah sometimes it steers you wrong and you're just going to stop out again but if you stop trusting yourself with that kind of stuff you're gonna miss the good opportunities and you're gonna take the bad ones, right? Sometimes it's just not the right moment when you get in the first time and you have to reevaluate and figure out what you did wrong there and like maybe find out what levels you're willing to play on. AG Elite sort of bullish there. Um, Maybe a half decent reversal candle. We're seeing some volatility here. This could shoot back up. Do we risk it? What do we have for trades? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're at 8 trades. Yeah. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna get in here. AGLE 0.27 maybe. Maybe you have to get in 130. No, not 0.27. 127 to 130. We're gonna go for what's the top here? Maybe 145. We could probably afford 4 cents, maybe 5 cents. We'll go for a 120. What do we have any support in this area? 122. That's pretty high up there. 127, maybe 5 cents. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, see, we're gonna be sitting right on the support line, so we'll give it a 120. We'll give it a 122. We're pushing that stop loss to its limits, but I think that's going to be necessary. 5 cents. Hopefully we see this going out. That's not a good signal. I want that to go away. I would like to be right about this. Sun back down a little bit here. 240. Still would like to pick up some shares around 230, but I want to see how this plays out. We've got some good Toro signals saying that we should be opening a short on this. I don't know if I believe that. We'll wait and see on that. Let's see if AGLE can get past this. MACD starting to curl very, very slightly here. Yeah, Sun was refusing to give up those levels. ARAV still looking okay. We're still in it with a decent amount. I'm kind of hoping we hit 170, but I don't think it's going to happen soon. TSP is really not doing a whole lot of anything. I think this could be maybe another decent afternoon play from 350 to about $4. So that's an okay range. We'll see. We'll see if we can get something out of it. ARAV 360 or 160 there. SFET could be another entry at this 0.52, but you know what? I'm not seeing any levels that I like at this 0.52 level. Maybe bottom of 51 could be a decent area of support. Yeah, there's not a lot here. So maybe we need to chart some levels below us. Yeah, I'm not seeing a whole lot here. That's about it. I think that's where we're at with that. Um, yeah, if we're playing these levels, I think that you're either looking at getting it at 0.52 or you're probably looking at getting it at 0.48, which is or 0.49, I guess, which is a really big difference. So, I'm not sure I'm ready to give up the last trade on that, or last couple trades on that, not unless we see a good level that we want to see. I'm waiting for Sun to drop down because I want to see that good level at 232-ish, and then I want to see SFET maybe back down to 0.48 for an entry. AGLE's not doing too bad. Oh yeah, we got one trade left, not two. Yeah, it's holding. It's not doing what I was hoping it would do, which is kind of a bummer, but yeah, you know what? We'll see if this picks back up. Sometimes we just get stuck and have to wait a little bit. Sun's still holding that support level, surprisingly enough. Honestly, I don't even think that's the right level. I think we're more or less looking like right here. So 237. Yeah, we've seen a lot of candles drop to 237, maybe even 236, but I think 237 is probably a little bit stronger. Would really like to see some of these start moving here. We could probably move UBX to the back. AGLE we're in, ARAP we're in, Sun we're in. I think we can move QNG to the back, and SFET we're in. And TSP, I keep forgetting we have some TSP left. We're just really hoping for that at least $4 out of this. What did we get up to on TSP? Oh, 394, so that's not too bad, yeah. Actually, it hit $4 earlier. I wasn't in for that, though. Come on, Sun. Just give up that one level. SFET, we're kind of hoping to see that 60 cent mark or a drop down to 0.48 for another entry. I could go either way at this point. Can you say when you get in, you don't trust yourself? You're using my Toro signals? Use your own Toro signals. Um, unless you're talking about the settings, because I'm pretty sure you have Toro. I just took it off so it only shows the safe signals. Oh, you're at work. Got it. Got it. Makes sense. Yeah, so I don't know if you have yours set the same way I do, but mine just show the safe signals because I don't need like if you don't have just the safe signals on, it's going to give you like 1.5 million signals, which is too much. Toro Signals is Matador's in-house made algorithm that it can be used for pretty much everything, I think. We've amalgamated all of the algorithms into one, so you can kind of choose, like if I can go into here and he's got the green steps, the pale morning star, blood in the water, and amongst giants. So signals from all of the algorithms pop up. And then we've got like EMA ribbons and stuff and volatility checker and stuff. So yeah, it's an amalgamation of all of our algorithms put together to come up with, I guess, the best signals they can. You do have to, well, AGLE with a nasty drop. That's not what I want to see. This might be a stop out. You have all signals on? You use so like the flags. Um, those are good. Those are definitely good. I don't think they're very useful for penny stocks. Futures, I think they're pretty good. Yeah, I don't like all signals. All signals is just too much. It's too much for me. ARAV, yeah, it's doing okay. It's doing its thing. It's not really going anywhere. UBX still low, QNG not doing much. TSP, yeah, you know what? I think TSP's probably not going to do what we want it to do. You could probably cut TSP whenever you want. I don't know if I'm going to hold it forever because this could be something that takes forever to get through. SFET, again, I think this could go up. We're seeing a lot of selling pressure, so we might come back down. How far down? I'm not sure. I would like to hit this 0.48 level, but time will tell. And Sun's just going back up. It is not going to come down. Okay, so the bottom band here is closing in. I think we need to jump in on a Sun here. So I'm kind of wanting to get in around probably 239. I'm probably going to go for at least 260 with a 230. Give it about 6 cents here, maybe even 7 cents. So I'll go 233 as a stop. Yeah, 233 right there. It's looking good right now. SFET back down to that 0.52 level. So we've made our decision to get back into Sun, and we're not getting back into SFET. So now we're kind of hoping SFET goes up, but this will be the time where it drops. I can almost guarantee it. But we will wait and see on that. Sun's looking half decent. Show signals aligned with ribbon. I think I have that on. Oh, only show signals aligned with ribbon. Wonder how that changes it. Let's take a look. Well, there's no short signals, that's for sure. Yeah, maybe that's the way to do it. I kind of like that better. That's even less signals, which is nice. Let's try it. I'll try it on this. I think that could be a good thing. I'm still messing around with it, so don't take the signals that it's showing me as an absolute, because I am just basically just starting to mess around with it. So we did see up to 254 there. So if you got in anywhere from 239 to 242, 243, that's definitely a good place to take some profits. We almost hit 255. Okay, and SFET, you know what, still looking okay. AGLE, it did stop us out, unfortunately. Yeah, that's just depressing. That's what that is. I don't like that. AGLE looked really good running up and then just looked really bad running down, so we can just close that chart. Let's see here. SFET's still looking okay. Sun's still looking okay. ARAV, I still have high hopes for this. We hit 165. I mean, maybe you take some profits at 165. It's not the worst option in the world. It is $1.50, so taking 5 cents is not bad. Especially since we already took some around 160. Just to secure some, because we don't know how high this is gonna go. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you think they're foolproof. I haven't really messed around with them too much. But I gotta say, I like the signals. The thing I don't like about this one is it muddles up my chart too much, and I think that's just a personal preference. So I mean, if you're not really good at charting, it's probably really good for you. But since I already have so many lines and like so many things going on my chart, it makes it very hard to find the levels that I'm looking for. With futures, I agree. Yeah, I don't really do much in terms of charting on futures, so for me that it works pretty good on futures. Sun still looking good. SFET still looking okay. Yeah, not looking bad. Oh, let's see here. Okay, so let's mess around with this on ES here. Only show signals with that. Only show safe signals. Okay. See, it's weird that we didn't get a short here, unless that's what this flag means. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm unsure how to use the flags yet. That is what the flags mean. Okay, so when it's and he put them backwards for some unknown reason I don't know, but when it's below, that means it's short, and when it's above, oh, wait. Yeah, no, when it's below it means short. That's right. It's backwards, but it's right. Yeah. It's by the color for the flags. Got it. All right. Yeah, okay. Well, you know what? It picked a half decent level. It looks like it probably picked the retracement. So, I mean, that's not bad. I really wish I was in that short, to be honest. I haven't set up my Blue Sky account yet. kicking myself for it. 250 on Sun. SFET back up, just about to touch that 0.58. If we break 0.58, we could see 0.60 pretty easily here. Flags are when the ribbon changes color. Like all the ribbons, I guess. Do they have to be close together? I guess I could answer that. Well, it looks close together over there too. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. I'll learn how to use this one day properly. I know there's like a huge manual page. I will never read it. All right, so Sun's breaking into new highs. You know what? I guess we picked the right stock. 264. What do we get out at last on Sun? 252. That's a pretty good place. So yeah, make sure you take some more profits there. Big drop. Nice recovery off the drop. Almost back up to the body of the green there, 257. Good way to start the month, that's for sure. Already up to 264, 265. We'll go over the tracker here in a couple minutes because we're not taking any new plays. We're just holding on to these old plays. I think we have 10 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. So we're good on plays. Is it the 1 minute? No, it's the 5 minute. What if it shows us better short signals on the 1 minute? Okay, so it does show us short here on the 1 minute. Actually, this was like an amazing short on the 1 minute. On the 5 minute, it's like meh, right? Because you're getting the signal happen right here, I would suppose, so about 3,900. But if you go on the 1 minute, your short signal's actually at 39.24. Well, you know what? Let's give it the worst possible entry on that candle. So 39.19. That's pretty awesome. 39.19, and you could have held it all the way down to that would be huge. That would pass your account, no problem. That's nuts. That's a good signal. I like the 1 minute better on it. Not a big fan of the 5 minutes so far. Had a $50 move, yeah. Every play you took was a stop. Are we talking about futures or pennies today, Alejandro? Most of the manual is about swing trades, and the rest is pictures. Oh, okay, yeah, true. Pennies? Yeah, that's not good. There'll be other days though. So this draw, we've got SFET maybe coming down to the support area again at 52. Since I'm not buying in again, I'm kind of not hoping for a 0.48 entry on this. I'm kind of hoping that this runs up to, 62 or higher. I think if we can break 60, this could really, really start to run. But if we do end up back down at that 0.48 level, I think that's a pretty good level to look at buying. You want to watch the volume, you want to watch the MACD, you want to watch the price action, stuff like that. But otherwise, it could be a really good level. Sun's at like Sun hit $3. I don't know what happened there, but apparently we hit $3 on Sun. That was huge. That was massive. Kind of missed it. I'm kind of sad about that, but hopefully someone else was actually watching that. I should have had now, you know what? I probably would have never even guessed a limit sell all the way at $3. I can't even lie to myself about that. I don't think there was any way for me to do anything with that except be watching it. So I had myself distracted there and missed out on a decent amount. But you know what? It might come back up. I still took some around 280, so that's fine. But definitely could have $3. Man, that's nuts. Where did this start today? Yeah, we ran up a whole dollar. Just over a whole dollar. That's nuts. Sun, yeah, it's doing okay. ARAB is still kind of sitting around in this range, not really doing anything, which is not really optimal. I would definitely suggest taking some at $1.65 if you haven't yet. I think it would be great to maybe close out a little bit more of this trade. It's getting pretty close to $1.65 there anyway. What else we got? SFET, it's still looking okay. We did see it drop down to that 0.52 level. Bullish candles all the way around though. These three right here, very bullish. Sun still coming back down a little bit. It's looking okay. I think this is probably a pretty realistic pullback for something that just ran as high as it did, going from 238 basically all the way up to $3 in just, 15 minutes or so. Pretty nuts. But we're holding on to a little bit of Sun. We're holding on to a little bit of ARAV. We still got a little bit of SFET. We still have this TSP. I'm not really sure what I'm doing with it yet. I probably should cut it. We're seeing really no volume, no price action. It's not going anywhere. I think it's pretty much, it could pick up in the lunch hour, but that's so far away. We don't really have a whole lot else to really look at. And we're basically out of time. So I guess we'll just, we'll probably look at the tracker here, see where we're at, and yeah, let you guys go for the day. Coffee time, exactly. So yeah, I'm kind of curious what SFAT's gonna do. I still think SFAT's gonna fly today for some reason. Couldn't even tell you really why. It's not giving me much information about it, but got a feeling. Let's see here. So our money board is fresh. Unfortunately, we're starting with a pretty crappy win rate. We got 3 losses today, so we're seeing a 70% win rate. I can guarantee that. Yep. We made $857 today, so not bad. We're up to $25,580, so we are officially past PDT. I'm still going to be doing the cash account because I'd like to get it to 30K first. And then, you know what? I think we're going to run the cash account for the rest of this month anyway. Just to see what we can get to. We'll just say that it's a 3-month challenge on a cash account starting with $5,000. We'll see how high we can get it with just using the exact same rules the whole way through. That's 3.5% on the port today, which is not too bad. That's a little bit more than we, kind of anticipate. Took a couple big losses. AGLE was kind of upsetting. SVET, to be expected. We knew that we were playing a high-risk stock. UBX, honestly thought UBX was going to be a win. It ended up not being a win, so it is what it is. ARAV for 24%, which is fantastic. Sun 15%, SFAT 18%, Sun for 14%. We're still in Sun, we're still in SFAT, we're still in ARAV here. So we have a potential with all of these to really rack this up. I'm thinking if we get a good push on a couple of these, we could make it to $1,000 by the end of the day. So hopefully that would be cool. We'll see what happens with that. We're down to 0.49 here. We're almost at 0.48 on SFET. So, like I said, this is an area we want to kind of watch for on this stock. This could be a really good time to jump in and hit that pull around. I think ideally 0.47 or 0.46 would be, I think 0.47 is going to be a good entry. If it drops a little bit further, that's going to be the safest point to buy in. And then give it a 0.45 stop loss because that, you're not seeing any levels that have dipped lower than that. So if you stop out at 0.45, then you know for sure that the run's probably done on the stock. So that's how I'd play that. Sun looks like it's going again. Looks like we're probably going to be heading up to $3. Don't know what to tell you. You know what? The stock ran up a crazy amount yesterday. I missed a lot because I cut my trade too early and ran out of trades. So I'm going to try not to make that mistake again today, but it's hard when things run up such a crazy amount, right? We're already up 14, almost 15% on Sun. So, it's hard to hold something that long. And especially when you don't know where the top is and you never are going to know where the top is. So hopefully we pick correctly. Sometimes we get lucky. We get like right at the top or very close to it, but it is what it is. We'll try our best. Besides that, guys, is Tommy on this afternoon? I think. I'm not sure actually. I talked to him a little bit yesterday, but I don't know. I think his teeth are still bothered. Well, his lack of teeth, I guess, are still bothering him. So I'm not quite sure if he'll be on. He hasn't really been doing too much talking. So it's a possibility he is, but that's just because he likes trading. The other half of me thinks he might not be. Yeah. So I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I could message him and see if he's gonna hop on. But yeah, I'll message him. If he says he's gonna be on, I'll let you guys know. Otherwise, have a good rest of your day, guys. Hopefully, your afternoon is fruitful in the stock market, and I will see you guys later. Take care, guys.